Welcome to the Stoic Tactics, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. If you've ever wondered how to stand strong in the face of life's challenges, how to remain calm when everything around you seems chaotic, or how to rise after setbacks without losing yourself, you're in the right place. Today's lesson is about resilience, and not just any resilience, unshakable resilience, built on the timeless teachings of Stoic philosophy. Because life will test you. People will let you down. Plans will fail. You will experience loss, uncertainty, and hardship. But how you respond, that's what defines you. In this video, we're diving deep into how Stoicism can help you build resilience, the kind of inner strength that doesn't crack under pressure, that finds peace in the storm, and that sees every obstacle as a path to mastery. Before we begin, take a moment to like this video. It helps us reach more people who are on the same journey as you. And if you want weekly insights from the minds of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, and more, subscribe to the Stoic Tactics. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Now, let's build something strong. Why resilience is the ultimate strength. Resilience isn't about being unaffected. It's about being unbroken. It's about enduring hardship without losing your virtue, your principles, or your peace. The Stoics lived in brutal times. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome during plagues, wars, and political betrayal. Epictetus was born, a slave crippled by his master. Seneca was exiled, then ordered to take his own life, and yet they were unshaken. Not because they avoided pain, but because they embraced a way of thinking and living that made them indestructible from within. That's what we're here to learn today. The foundation of Stoic resilience. Control what you can. The first and most important principle in Stoicism is understanding what's in your control and what isn't. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us and some are not." Most anxiety, frustration, and weakness comes from trying to control the uncontrollable, what other people think, the outcome of your actions, the future, your past mistakes, fate, luck, and fortune. But when you focus on what is always within, your power, your thoughts, actions, and virtue, you become unstoppable. Practical application. Ask yourself daily, what's within my control right now? What's not? And then, act where you have power. Accept where you don't. This simple practice creates mental clarity and emotional freedom, the foundation of resilience. Turning obstacles into opportunities. The Stoic approach. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The Stoics believed that every obstacle is not only a test, but also a gift. Resistance builds strength. Difficulty develops courage. Pain teaches compassion. Loss reveals what truly matters. What stops most people fuels the resilient. They adapt, learn, and grow. They turn trials into triumphs. Practical application. When facing a challenge, pause and ask, what is this teaching me? How can this make me stronger? How can I turn this obstacle into an opportunity? Every hardship is a chance to practice virtue. And resilience is a skill you train, not something you're born with. Premeditatio Malorum. Prepare for the worst to strengthen the mind. The Stoics practiced Premeditatio Malorum, or premeditation of evils. They visualized what could go wrong, not to worry, but to prepare. Seneca said, "Rehearse them in your mind: exile, torture, war, shipwreck." By facing these fears in the mind, they robbed them of their power. Modern psychology calls this defensive pessimism. Stoicism calls it wisdom. Practical application. Spend a few minutes each day considering, what could go wrong? If it did, how would I respond with wisdom and courage? What can I do now to prepare my mind and actions? This builds mental toughness. You'll never be blindsided. And when difficulty comes, you'll say, "I was ready." Amor fati. Love your fate. The Stoic practice of amor fati, love of fate, teaches us to embrace everything that happens as necessary and good for our growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." Resilient people don't just accept difficulty, they welcome it. They say, "This is for me. This is part of the path. This will make me better." Practical application. When life surprises you, respond with, "Amor fati. This, too, is part of my story." Then ask, "How can I make this work for me, not against me?" This mindset shifts you from victim to victor. You stop resisting life. You start mastering it. Voluntary discomfort. Training for life's challenges. The Stoics didn't wait for hardship. They sought it out. They practiced voluntary discomfort to build strength. Seneca fasted. He wore rough clothes. He lived simply. "Even when rich," he wrote, "set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare." Why? To prove to himself that he could endure and thrive no matter what life took away. Practical application. Regularly practice small challenges, cold showers, fasting, leaving your phone behind, simple meals, physical training, waking early. Speaking the truth when it's uncomfortable. These habits toughen the mind and body. They build confidence that you can handle whatever comes. Journaling for reflection and growth. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was his private journal. Each night he reflected on his actions, his thoughts, his progress, his failures. Stoic journaling isn't about self-criticism. It's about clarity, awareness, and self-mastery. Practical application. Each night ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where did I fall short? How can I improve tomorrow? This builds consistency, discipline, and resilience. You become your own best teacher. Memento mori. Remember you will die. Memento mori. Remember you must die isn't morbid. It's clarifying. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." When you realize life is short, you stop worrying about what others think. Procrastinating, holding grudges, clinging. To comfort, you start living with urgency, speaking with honesty, acting with courage, loving with fullness. Practical application. Each morning, remind yourself, this could be my last day. Live accordingly. Every moment becomes a chance to practice resilience and virtue. Choosing virtue over comfort. The Stoics believed the highest good was virtue, not pleasure, wealth, or fame. Virtue requires strength. It asks you to speak truth when lies are easier, act justly when injustice is common, show courage when fear dominates, practice temperance when excess tempts. You resilient people live by values, not by convenience. Practical application. Every day, commit to wisdom, learn, and reflect. Courage. Do what's right even when it's hard. Justice. Treat others fairly. Temperance. Practice self-control. When you live by virtue, nothing can shake you. You become indestructible from within. Surround yourself with people who make you stronger. Seneca wrote, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Resilient people choose their company wisely. You become like those you spend time with. If they're negative, you weaken. If they're strong, wise, and virtuous, you grow. Practical application. Spend time with people who challenge you to be better. Limit time with people who drain your energy. Read the works of the Stoics daily. Let them be your companions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with great minds and strong spirits. Building emotional endurance. Resilience isn't about feeling nothing. It's about managing your emotions, not being ruled by them. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. When anger rises, pause. When fear strikes, breathe. When sadness weighs you down, remember, this too shall pass. Practical application. Name your emotions. Accept them without judgment. Choose your response, not your reaction. This practice builds emotional resilience, the ability to stay steady, no matter what. The daily discipline of resilience is not a one-time achievement. It's a daily practice. Each day is a test. Each moment is a chance to respond with wisdom, act with courage, practice acceptance, choose virtue. There's no finish line, but there's also no limit to how strong you can become. Final reflections. The unshakable life. The Stoics didn't write philosophy to impress people. They wrote it to live better lives. And they faced more hardship than most of us will ever know. Yet they found peace, clarity, and strength. You can too. Build resilience by focusing on what you control, turning obstacles into opportunities, practicing acceptance and amor fati, training with voluntary discomfort, journaling, for clarity living by virtue, remembering death to live fully, choosing wise companions, mastering your emotions. This isn't a theory, it's a way of life, and it works. Closing call to action. Which Stoic practice are you going to start using today to build resilience? Leave a comment below. I read everyone. Like this video if it inspired you to become stronger. Subscribe to The Stoic. Tactics for more wisdom from the ancient world to strengthen your modern life. Share this with someone who needs resilience right now.